All right, guys, top of the morning. Happy November 25th, the week of Thanksgiving. There's the man of the hour, Javier. Good to see you. The week of Thanksgiving, the week of gratitude, but I just don't believe that you need the week to be grateful. However, this is the time of year where we should be thinking about all the things that are truly filling our cup in life and in business and relationships, all things, right? Like we should look at this week and just reflect for a moment. And so I'm very, very excited about this week. Thanksgiving is hands down my favorite holiday, and we get to go to grandma's house and just chill and relax and take a nap in her new lazy boy that she just purchased. She said it's for her, but I think she purchased it for me, and so I'm very, very excited to go to grandma's house this week and just unwind. So you guys, I got a few things on my mind this morning that I want to share with you guys, but as always, before we kick this whole thing off, I'm going to go to Miss Evangeline. You're moving around. I'm going to have you stay stationary for 1 second. So Miss Evangeline, love the energy, love the excitement. I think you're 8 months pregnant, but still coming with the energy, still coming to events, still hustling, still has a listing, partnering with Kyrell for him to do the open houses. Like you got motion and you got movement in your business. And I really, really am inspired by everything that you're doing. So I'm gonna have you take us out on the field on this beautiful Monday morning. So hit him with it. Let's go. Let's kick this whole thing off.
Yeah, something I've been journaling about, y'all, is confidence does not equal competence. That's my knowledge drop for today. I think we're all working on our confidence, putting ourselves out there, selling ourselves. If you don't have confidence in yourself, why would a potential client have confidence in you? However, having false confidence and it's not backed with competence, at that point now you're just a fraud, right? So I've been really working on not just putting myself out there, but refining in my craft, understanding the ins and outs of things so that we can actually deliver to our clients. So that's what I have for today.
All right, so say this one more time because I want to make sure that I get this messaging. Tell me confidence, and just say it one more time so I get it.
Confidence does not equate to competence. And I think that, it's easy to get really sold on somebody's confidence because, well, shit, if they're believing in themselves, I'm going to believe in you. But if it's not backed with delivering quality service, you're not going to get a repeat client, right? So we have to have both parties. We have to have both parts of that, right?
Wow, I absolutely love this. And you guys, I want you guys to chime in on this because here's the thing, and I've said it time and time again, you can have all of the energy, the excitement, the passion in the world. You guys can have that. You could be the super motivated person, the woman, the man, whatever. But at the end of the day, if you can't back that up with some skills, some true strategies, then that's all it is it's just energy. And energy is not how you build a business. Now, it's obviously great to make a first impression, to shake hands, to build your network. However, you have to back that up with some level of strategy, some level of skill. So I really resonate with this. So I see people shaking their heads and stuff like that. I think that's a really good way to start it off. Christina, you chimed in really quick. Vernon, you put some fire. And then Brianna, let's hear from you guys. And thank you for that messaging. I thought that was really, really powerful. So Christina, how did that land for you? Tell me your vantage point of what you just wrote in the chat. Christina,
hey, good morning, guys. Sorry, I was trying to unmute. I 100% agree with this because I know I've said it before, like clients going through this process, they're super intimidated. Honestly, they may not really even understand half the stuff we're saying, talking about contingencies or pre-approval, prelim, all of that. I feel like it kind of just goes into this like cloud in their head of like an encyclopedia, right? But then when they hear us being so confident, I think a lot of times, we've all been on a buyer consultation where we're talking for like 5-10 minutes. And they may just take a step back and be like, you know what? I don't really know if I understand everything, but I feel so confident in this person, in this lender, in this realtor. I'm going to take this leap of faith and do it because I know they have my back. That speaks volumes. And I love exactly everything she said.
Yeah, I absolutely love this. I love this. Vernon, you had thrown some fire up in the chat. Love to hear your vantage point and then hear Brianna, and then we'll go ahead and kick this thing off.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I threw some fire in the chat because that was fire. Confidence doesn't equate competence, but from my vantage point, they're equally valuable, right? Because if we exemplify competence in our confidence, our client latches on to both, right? Not only are we competently confident or confidently competent, it has an equal effect. And if so both of those are in play, and like Evangeline said, we're not operating as a fraud. That's what stood out to me. Because if you're operating in 100% confidence with zero competence, you faking it, right?
That's right.
So, that was fire to me, because what that encourages us to do, or me, for example, is to make sure that I'm developing the muscles in both confidence and competence as I step into 2025. So I'm happy to say I'm in that lane. I'm working on those body parts. That's powerful.
I love it. I love it. And let's just, flip this. And I'm really, really glad that you said this today, Evangeline. If you are looking to build your confidence, maybe it's on creating video, right? Getting yourself out there. Maybe it is on doing a better buyer consultation, doing a better listing presentation, explaining comps, explaining your opinion of value, going over reports, all those things, right? Well, if you are spending the time working on that, training on that, rehearsing that, going over your flow over and over again, to where when you get on the call with a consumer, do you feel if you've spent more time on the competence piece, it raises your confidence? Yeah, absolutely, right? You feel better. I feel better, right? I've been creating videos for years now. I feel 100% confident about creating videos. And so I really love this conversation. Brianna, let's hear from you, your vantage point. You're a mom on the move this morning. As always, let's hear from you, Chicken Mom.
So my vantage point on that was I just experienced this out in the field where I let an agent with a lot of confidence make me feel like I wasn't competent, and really all they had was confidence. So that just like hit home for me, where I was like, you know what, the two don't always equal with each other, and make sure to keep building your competence so that it builds your confidence. Don't get so confident that you're not competent.
My God, I love this. You guys, there was a time when I didn't really know the numbers. And when I first came into this business, I was in charge of all of the online leads that were coming through for Coldwell Banker at that time. Now, I didn't really know the reporting. And so I was super, super like a little gun shy. Now, I still had I had some confidence just in my sales ability, but I wasn't that confident in the numbers. And so my mentor at the time, he said, if you want this position, then you're going to study these numbers. And when I get you on a call, you're going to know your fucking numbers. And he told me just like that. He said, know your fucking numbers. You don't know what that percentage is, then figure that percentage out. And I want you to back out of that percentage. How did we get to that percentage? You do the math on your own until you could confidently speak, because I'm going to put you in front of tons of people in this company and you're not going to make me look bad. I was like, damn, okay. So when it came to looking at the numbers and what was driving our overall production, I was able to look at it now and be like, wow, I'm seeing some patterns here. And I was really, really confident in understanding the data, which made my delivery of the data and my reporting that more confident, right? And I'm the same way with Vernon. When I asked Vernon, what are the numbers? How are we moving the needle? Same thing with Lisette. Lisette, don't come to a meeting not knowing their numbers. This is what we're doing. You guys are helping me run the leads department. Then you guys need to know your numbers. And so really, really good stuff, you guys. I'm going to go into today's conversation, but I have two questions for the people that are team members. And I know, Gary, you are not quite yet. And if you're a guest, bear with me. First and foremost, since the new release of Sisu within EXP, how many of you have signed up for the new version of Sisu? Please raise your hand or give me an emoji on the screen if you have signed up for that. Okay, Brianna, that was a half a hand. Is that a full 100% I'm in hand?
I have downloaded it and I started using it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a good thing.
I'm not sold, but I'm trying to work it. I'm trying to use it. I like the Agently app when we were doing intensity, and I think I got spoiled in how that was. So we're trying to build. Me and Sisu are building. We're building.
All right.
We're working.
Building the relationship. Here's what I want you guys to do. I want to encourage everybody as you go into the new year, as we're planning, prepping, and preparing for 2025, use Sisu. At least download the app and start to use it so you can start to get really, really clear on that funnel that we talked about at business planning. Remember, all the activities that you're doing, whatever it is, we know the activities, the door knocking, the campaigns, the emails, the social media posts, all the activity, right? Well, that's going to lead into you guys having conversations. Well, those conversations are going to lead to an appointment met, and appointment met's going to lead into appointment set, or excuse me, appointment set to appointment met. And then from there, it's going to tell you how many offers you're writing, how many offers you get accepted. I don't care if you do it in Sisu or if you do it on a whiteboard, if you do it on a piece of paper. Those are numbers you have to track in 2025. So Sisu is a great way for you to do that. We also have Home, and Home is the one that we provide you guys every single Monday. If you go in your email this morning, you'll see it. I don't care where it is. I just want to encourage you, implore you, and push you to make sure that you are tracking your numbers this coming month, going into the new year. And so, so we are no longer using the app. Which app are you referring to, Nicole?
The Agently app. The last couple of weeks, I was getting texts saying that there was checklists for me in that app, so I was just
Yeah, so we're working through it. We were using it before for intensity. So if you want a more broader way to track, do it in Home. And if you want an even more global way to do it, then do it in Sisu. The point is, I don't care where you're doing it. I want you guys to have some type of tracking mechanism. That's the first thing. So if you haven't signed up for Sisu, do it. And also, it's free. And you might find that you actually like it and you're encouraged to use it even more. So use it. It's free. I'll make sure, Judith, if you're on, if you can drop the link. If not, I'll make sure that you guys get it, and also send an email out a couple weeks ago with that link. By a show of hands, I need your guys' engagement on this. By a show of hands, how many of you have yourself as a client right now in RealScout? Please just give me an emoji on the screen with your hand up if you have yourself. I know, and I can see the eyes looking. All right, please give me an emoji on the screen if you have yourself as a client in RealScout. All right, cool. I got 2, maybe 3, 4. Okay, cool. Brianna, I saw you shaking your head. Is that a yes or a no? No, okay, cool. Rick, thank you for the contribution. All right. Here's the thing, and I'm glad that Otis does, and I'm glad that some of our top converters have it, have themselves in RealScout. The reason why this is really important is I want you guys to put yourself in as a client, set up your search criteria, set up your parameters, set up the neighborhoods, set up the subdivisions that you want to be in. And then I want you to log into RealScout with your consumer login. And the reason why is that RealScout has done some amazing things. And I was on a advisory meeting with them last week, and they showed the comparison section. Now, if you're not in there right now, if you're not set up on a consumer account, you're not going to be able to see this, but your consumer is able to pull it up and say, here's a comparison of all the kitchens that I've viewed of the houses that I've seen over the past week. Here's a comparison of all of the bathrooms. Here's a comparison of all the floor plans. And I promise you, if you're able to look at RealScout and how it really works in its functionality, then you can explain the benefits and the problems that it solves for our consumers. Because most consumers are looking on their own, they're going on Redfin, they're going on Zillow, and what they're doing is they're searching, but it's very unorganized. And so they'll take screenshots and they'll send it to their other half, and they're on one side of the couch and the wife's over here and they're looking, babe, did you get that one? Here, I'll send it to you. There's just no congruency. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to understand RealScout and all of its functionality and go down that rabbit hole. And once you do, now you could better articulate to your consumers how to use the app and how it's going to solve a problem. RealScout solves a problem. The problem is being unorganized with their search. That is something that you guys can do, but you have to know how to use it. And what better way to use it than putting yourself as a consumer. So really quick, if you guys are new to RealScout and you guys are not using this, let's go here really quick. I'm set up right now. I'm just going to go in and I'm going to add myself. I'm going to create new contact. I'm going to do all the things here. And then I'm going to put myself in. Am I a buyer? Am I a buyer seller? Am I a seller? And I'm going to create that client. Once I do that, it's now going to lead me to the next screen where I'm going to set up that search criteria. So it is important that you guys are treating yourself like a consumer. That way you can understand all of the beautiful functionality that this program offers you. So for the people that are using it this way or have put themselves in the system, I saw Princess's hand go up. I don't know who else has themselves in as a consumer. I want you to chime in. Princess, how are you doing this? What are you doing? How are you using this functionality? What are you learning about the consumer journey through RealScout? If you could chime in on this.
Just by looking, definitely I've used it early on. I remember you had asked or told us to download it, but it was starting to cater way more things that I was actually looking at. So just the learning algorithm of it and seeing how it's starting to cater things towards the consumer makes it a lot easier as far as with the search because it doesn't feel cluttered and overwhelmed. I had a client that kind of just logged in and then had to cut off parameters so that it wasn't too overwhelming for them because they were looking at over 100 houses. I'm like, whoa, hold on. So just seeing that and how it's learning you, it definitely helps and starts sending you things that you really like. So.
Yeah, and here's the thing, you guys, if you're just sending somebody, you're putting them in Follow Up Boss, and then you're tagging it RealScout, and your consumer gets the email, the consumer doesn't know exactly how to use this new app that you're sending them. It's your responsibility to go in there and set up exact parameters for them so that they're getting accurate information, they're getting listings that actually fit their criteria. I was having a coaching session last week with Jacob, and Jacob was sending this client like they received 104 emails in one day. That's overwhelming. That's just overwhelming. It's overwhelming. So I was like, all right, we got to start to narrow this thing down. But Otis, let's hear from you, my man. I know you have yourself in the account as a consumer. How are you using that to advance your knowledge of the program? Let's go there.
I like how you went with that way. Like I put a message in the group chat. Like how would you know what you're sending your clients if you're not seeing it firsthand, right? And then a great point too. Start my boy Jacob out a little bit, but yeah, that's too much. I mean, you know, if you open up something, you see 105 homes. You know, what if you go through the first 5 and it's like, I have that happen a lot. Actually, I had an old lead from over a year ago who I had in a specific neighborhood when I met him. And you know, RealScout, when you do your auto nurtures, that's something that you really need to pay attention to, because when you do your auto nurture and you don't set it up properly and you kind of just run through it like I did with this specific client, Alan. He's from New York, so he's never really out here. Got some sons and daughters that stay out in the Bay Area whatsoever, but they're only looking in Pack Heights, and then I had it at Pack Heights, but for some reason I wasn't checking up on it, and it ended up sending them houses like in the Mission and a bunch of other places. He actually called me and was like, hey man, like, I don't know if you remember me. And I'm like, yeah, I remember you, Alan. He's like, I don't like these houses over here. He was like, I want to keep working with you because you have been sending these homes to me for over a year, but I need to redefine my search. And it redefined it. And it even went up to, I believe 3 million originally from his 1.8 or 1.9. So staying interactive with these people through this program, whether you're paying attention or not, they definitely will be. They open it up. You can see on it, you can see that they're opening it. You can see that they're active with it. The whole purpose of this account is to basically look at it to see what your clients like and don't like. How can we start that initial conversation like, hey, Elias, I see you like 123 Main Street, 456, you know, but what about 789? What was wrong with those that you didn't like? So I don't have to completely shift my focus away from this neighborhood, but just on different houses or different specs. So it gives you a lot of information that you could look at if you're actually looking at it, and then you can tweak it too. I think that you should keep it in between about 5 to 10 homes a week, because that's just too much information for somebody to look at. And then you don't also want to kind of dictate where they're looking at. I like to have them interact with it so they can say, okay, this is what I like and I don't like, because you still want to give your client the ability to feel like they have the choice and you're not just ramming down houses on them. So I like to look at it that. I start my week off today, actually. Here we got some notes right here on some of the people that I need to switch up and put in different areas. And then you could kind of sneak in sometimes too and throw in a different city or throw in a different neighborhood too. And that might help interact and bring the client back. So that's what I like to do. It's an interactive program that's showing it being interactive. So you need to use that information instead of just bypassing it.
Yeah, I absolutely love this. And you guys, I have a quick ask of you guys. I want you to open up your RealScout right now. And if you're brand new, it's okay. You're going to develop your database. But I want you to ask yourself, how many active clients do you have? You'll see it on your dashboard today. How many homes viewed today and how many emails opened today? And I want you guys to start putting your numbers down below, because I promise you, if somebody is looking right now, that means that they're super serious. Another thing that I want to share with you guys really quick is your ability to look at market stats and updates. So what I did is I didn't assign this to a client yet, but what I did is let's just go the past 60 days. On this, let me show you first off the pathway so you guys know how to get here. If you go learn about markets, and I'm just going to do Livermore for the sake of this demonstration. So I'm going to go Livermore here. I'm going to go price point of 800,000, and I'm going to go to 1.2. Perfect. And I'm going to review market report. Now, I can have this set out to my client. I can go over here on the left-hand side and say, Otis is going to receive this every single week, or he's going to receive it, twice a week, whatever the case is. Now, I can adjust this here. I can look at how many active buyers are in this market based on this heat map. And then I can look at active buyers over time. And you can see here who's been looking at houses based on the statistics that we have in RealScout. Now, when you think about this data and when you think about this intel, doesn't this serve you on the listing table as well? If you can say, you know what, Mr. Johnson, in this particular area of Livermore, based on a recent report that I have from this incredible tool that we use called RealScout, it shows that we have X amount. Now, I did a little bit further research on the MLS, then 10 of the homes that have sold over the last 90 days, each of them had an average of 5 offers on each of the home. And the average asking price has been 800,000, but the sales price has been around 875, 925. So I believe that our, market entry price, or my opinion of value, would be X amount, because some of the data. You guys can see the top listings in that area. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to get familiar with these things. In the last 90 days, there's been 27 new listings, average sales price of 988. So if you're having conversations with people, just like we said earlier, the competence. Brianna's going to Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday. She's going to a Thanksgiving dinner in series. I'm just saying, because that's where she lives. Why not pull up a report? So when Uncle Tom and when Auntie Maria are asking her about the market and it's, oh no, mija, it's not a good time to buy. You know what? Let me share a different perspective from you based on some recent data. So you guys can use this to your advantage. And what's great about this is that you can give this to your consumer so they have an ability to see what's going on. And what happens is that you look like the hero. You look like the hero every single time that they get this. You're the hero. You can also save this as a template. You can put Livermore search, Livermore, and let's go the Andersons, right? So now they have a customized report saved for them. Now you look like the complete expert and has the competence to be able to help them. So you guys, 2 things here. Add yourself as a consumer. As an agent, start to go into some of the functionalities and see how it works. And I promise you, it's going to give you a level of confidence that maybe you didn't have, or maybe you already have, and it's going to take that confidence level to a new height. So any questions on this, any contributions, any insight, any aha moments on this particular portion of coaching this morning? No, you guys good? All right, cool. Evangeline, let's go to you.
Yeah, so as a newer agent, I'm actually trying to log into this. So maybe this is an offline conversation, but I'm trying to sign up with either my Fast Agents email or eXp Realty email, and either one is trying to prompt me to pay for this. So am I paying for this or?
No, it's a complimentary service that we offer to all of our agents. And so if you don't have the login, which you should by now, just reach out to Molly via direct message on Slack, and she'll make sure that you have the login.
Awesome, thank you.
This is the benefit that we give to all of our agents, and it's a game changer app. Anybody else have any thoughts, contributions, insights on RealScout? We'll be in a full office in case there's stuff around we need to. Oh, okay, cool. Someone's going to come in the office and decorate. So Mandy's going to be here. All right. So listen, you guys, check right now. Active clients, homes viewed today, emails open today. In my coaching session last week with Jacob, we found so many people were in the store, meaning that they were looking online and we hadn't communicated with them. And so those people are in your store. All you need to do is say hi. How you doing? You like that shirt? I'll also show you these pants. It's about really knowing the consumer behavior, and there's no better app to be able to track that, see that, monitor that, and then address our conversations and our prospecting accordingly. Make sense? Make dollars? All right, cool. Let's move on. I have a question for everybody. How many people this last week went and took their fun fall photos in the office? Please give me an emoji on the screen if you went and took your fall photos in the office. Okay, so there's one of mine. Now I'm a tiger. All right, here we go. So I have multiple, okay, because I want to express different emotions, like when we're eating at the dinner table and stuff like that. So I have a question. If you went and took your photos this past week, which I'm sure you guys did, I want to know, how are you using them this week? Are they going out today in your newsletter? Are they going out on social media? Like, yeah, I'm a tiger, yes. How are they going out to your consumers, and how are you going to be using these amazing pictures that you took? Are you just going to print them and then put them up in your house, or are you going to use them in your marketing campaigns this week? So share with me, if you took your photos, what the heck you're going to do with them this week. Miss Mama-san, I'm going to go to you. You had your hand up. Okay, cool. So stay there, Evangeline. I want to hear from you. Mama-san, you go first.
Yeah, definitely using those marketing videos, pictures, and then also using like the bloopers too, because there's some really fun ones as well. But not waiting till Thanksgiving Day or the day before. Yeah, starting the top of the week with those images. And
all right, so top of the week, we're here. So you're saying today this is happening?
yes, it's on my things to do today.
All right, cool. And so what is the vessel? Meaning, how are you getting, is it going in MailChimp? Is it going into an email template? Tell me how, the form of delivery. I want to know that.
I'm going to send text messages directly to like past clients and then my clients that I'm working with now. And then, yes, I will create an mail trip.
All right, give us a sample. Can you put it up? Let me see one of your funny blooper ones. I want to see that.
You gotta find one. It's in 1 second. Yeah,
all right, I'll come back to you in a second. Evangeline, you had something said that you're going to do funny with these pictures. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, so I hopped on the awkward JCPenney trend, like, and I'm gonna post it on my reels of like, is buying a home or the home buying process scary, daunting, or uncomfortable? I promise you nothing is more uncomfortable as these pictures. And I'm trying to figure out how to flip my screen here because I'm on my phone, but here you go. Is that not
who is that?
That's my husband. But that's very uncomfortable, right? But see, that's more uncomfortable than the home buying process. So
all right. Okay. I love this. And so you already have a thought. You already have an idea. When is this going into fruition? Eventually.
Also either today or tomorrow. I have other things I'm posting. So yeah, I don't know.
All right, cool. I love it. Otis, you had pictures taken. How are you going to be using these in your marketing attempts this week? Let's hear from you.
I actually didn't have pictures taken, but I am going to be doing some marketing. So today's video, by the end of the day, video will be a Thanksgiving video just on what you're thankful for. It's really not no type of push on like wanting to buy anything. For Wednesday night going into Thursday night, Thursday night going into Friday night, I'm going to post a Black Friday video, kind of like how my partner Jacob did about, now is the time. If, you are already ready to make that jump, now is the time, because this is the end of the year where people don't typically buy homes a lot. Sellers are going to be on the precedence of having to pay that December tax bill. So these might be some reasons why they might want to credit you, and rates are still relatively high. So, putting that into a video and then saying that, then lastly, getting ready to already start the Christmas push where, we do the Christmas video. So Thanksgiving will probably be something funny with, the carver up for the turkey. Like, how do you like to carve stuff up and what are you thankful for? Something like that. And then the Black Friday. And then obviously, it is the season of giving, and we would like, to give praise and wishes from Team Fast and stuff like that. So notoriety for the team, not only myself as a single agent with the other videos, but pushing people on the team. Because then that helps into for the following weeks to not just be Christmas videos, to be agent attraction and other things like that. Because I know that's what we talked about last time we speak. So, incorporating a lot of more videos. I've been saying it for a long time now, but I think that's the last factor in my business. I'm putting myself out there on social media. So yeah, those are some of the things that I'm gonna be doing for the next couple of days. That's gonna last for the rest of the year.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So Ashley, you said someone should do Elf on the Shelf for real estate, like at the list. Explain that a little bit. I want to hear your idea.
So I've gotten wrapped into Elf on the Shelf. I'm not a huge fan, but my kids came home a couple years ago and was like, Santa doesn't like us. We don't have Elf on the Shelf and everyone else did. So now I have to do it. And it requires a lot of thought. And there's a lot of moms and parents in my position. And we're always trying to figure out different creative ways. That's something that will go viral. If you take Elf on the Shelf and like put a little briefcase and just do funny real estate memes with him, put him at an open house and put something funny on his sign or something, I think that would go pretty funny, go pretty far.
Yeah, you know what? Think about this, you guys. That's actually a really, really good idea. You know, it's not necessarily Thanksgiving, but I mean, while we're on this thread, I think this is a good idea. I mean, think of all the things that you do when you go out and view properties, from, you know, looking in the crawl space when you're in contact with the inspectors, but just all the things that you're doing. You're looking at the kitchens, you're looking at the bathrooms and the small backyards, the big backyards, all those things. Like, I think there's a good way to play off of that. Like, I think that's a really, really good idea. So somebody jack that idea and put it into full swing, and have that. Or it could be Snoop on a shelf, whatever is trending for you guys. All right. I saw the new thing, Snoop on a shelf. I thought that was creative because Snoop is killing it. He's absolutely killing it. So I think it's a really, really good idea. Look at this. Who wouldn't want to do business with these two? Right? I mean, how cute
Press
is
play.
this?
It's a cute video. Press play.
All right.
Put the volume up too. It's
team does for us. They hook up with us these amazing photos to the wonderful Patrick on the ones and twos over there. Look at this. So fun. Too fast.
Yeah, I mean, it really expresses humor and fun and like, hey, we're connected, we're a team. Like, these things are really going to serve you well. But here's the thing, you guys. It doesn't have to be the pictures, and I'll go to Otis's hand in a second. What I wrote here is the photos, but then I just put a slash and I put, what is your plan? We talked about this loosely last week, but it's Monday morning. You guys should have an idea, like, okay, my newsletter is going out. Kelly has a dope newsletter, goes out every single week. You guys should have a plan this week of your newsletter, what videos you're dropping this week. I'm going to send a message of gratitude to my entire database. I put one in the ChatGPT just to see what it would shoot out for me this morning, to see if I liked it and see if I could use any portions of that, because obviously I want it to be from me and original, but I just wanted to see, for the sake of this conversation. Here's the prompt that I gave it. Write me the most poetic, heartfelt, grateful Thanksgiving message to send to my entire database. Include my family, from my family to yours. We're thankful for our health, our love, our opportunities, and the amazing food to nourish our bodies at the dinner table this Thanksgiving. And then they wrote this beautiful message for me. Now, I can use parts of that and bones of that, but I think that if you guys are looking for ways to just send out a really, really cool message, you guys can use ChatGPT. Well, ChatGPT doesn't create the messaging for you. You have to tell it, but then you could use that on all your different marketing verticals. And so I want to encourage you guys to really send out something. And whether you have 5 clients or you have 1,000 clients, it doesn't matter. This is the time of year where people need to hear from you. Otis, there was a hand, then it went down. Was that an old hand? All right, cool. Anybody else have something that they want to share? This is Monday. This is Move the Needle Monday. Anybody else have something that they're releasing, something they're dropping this week that they want to share, that they're doing to make an impact, connect with consumers, and move the needle in their business this week? Christina, I'm going to go to you.
Okay, I was really excited because I spent some time in the fast booth, but then the thing has no sound. But I had this really cool video idea where I was comparing buying a home to the dinner actually at Thanksgiving. So like the turkey was one thing, the gravy, the sides were all, the other things. And I was going to add my pictures from the photo shoot to that, but now it's not working. So I'm just like, okay, I need to try to come up with something real quick so that I could send out to I wanted to email that to all my clients.
All right, so here's the thing. Do the same thing, and you could just do it from your phone. And I don't know why the sound wasn't working. I don't know if the mic got turned off, but you might want to check with Patrick. He might be able to still retrieve that audio, but just run an Audible. Do the same exact thing that you're going to do in the booth. and do it at home. Do it from your
Yeah.
phone. Yeah, it's not going
Got
to be, perfect, but it doesn't have, this type of messaging does not have to be perfect. But I like the thought and I like the idea and I love the heart behind it. So yeah, don't let the audio thing stall you. Just continue to run your route and do what you're going to do. I'm going to go over to Trinity. Yeah, Vernon, I'm actually going to leave you in charge for just 1 minute. Let's go to Trinity and we'll go to Otis. Go ahead.
All right, so Elias gave me this idea since I have a sword to incorporate the sword into the Feds cutting the interest rates, and I filmed it, so I need some advice on if we should wait until I get back to refilm it, or if I should just say fuck it and put it out now, because I was also gonna incorporate that video into Jacob's really good idea with the Black Friday, and the sales and whatnot being cut with that. So I would like some thoughts and opinions on that.
Oh, that sounds dope. But let me make sure. I want to make sure I heard you correctly because my volume was turned down low. Did you say you have a sword?
Yeah.
Like a
a
real
katana.
deal sword?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I have a affinity for swords, knives, and spears. But anyway, I say fuck it, and you guys give me a nod of agreement or thumbs up or thumbs down, and just post what you have now.
Really bad. So I just moved out to Napa County and Polk Valley, and they were doing some sort of burn area, so it started to get really smoky. So you can't necessarily see. You can see what's going on, but the quality is just not very good. So I was trying to get it before I came out here, and then it just started downpouring rain. So
Well, follow your spirit. That's what I say. If you follow your spirit. But definitely either way you go with it, I want to highly encourage you to post it. I think that's going to be dope. And yo, let's see the sword one day, right? I'd love to see that. Big, yeah, exactly, Elias. Otis, what's your contribution, bro?
Usually I would save it for Tuesday, but since it's actually on Tuesday, tomorrow Mr. Fab celebrates 20 years of giving back to his community and giving out turkeys. So, I mean, this could be something that you guys want to go ahead and just be a part of. So people see us out there in the community. It is in our backyard in Oakland. They will be giving out turkeys, chickens, coats, socks, underwears, all type of other monetary gifts. There's still ways for you to still donate, possibly right now, even if you just want to pop up with some canned goods or anything like that. It would definitely go a long way to show that Team Fast or you as a single agent will be, they're doing what you say is taking care of your community and being a community player. So that would be on 45th and Market in Oakland, where it's been going down for the last 20 years. I met Mr. Fab through Gary many moons ago. I'm very thankful for the brother for what he does for the city of Oakland. So I just think that it'd be a precedence of anybody on the team that can make it there. And then there's ways for you to do some content there as well. So I just think that that'd be a good idea.
And you guys, I absolutely love this. Tons of things this time of year to just display how human you are. If you have the budget to do it, being able to sponsor somebody's Thanksgiving dinner. I'm hearing that a lot in our industry. Like if you had an extra, I don't know, $150, $200 to just sponsor somebody's dinner that might not have the means to be able to provide their family a really, really nice dinner this time of year, like that's something that needs no publicity. It needs no content around it. It's just something that you did because you truly, truly cared about helping another family. I remember when I lived in Windsor, every single year we would go and sponsor a family. I remember bringing the tree and bringing all the gifts to this family that their house had burnt down and they were staying in this really, really small 1-bedroom and they didn't have money for anything. And like we brought the Christmas tree and all the gifts. And I remember the little boy just sitting there and he said, he was crying. He said, "Mommy, why are these people so nice to us?" Like crying. Why are these people so nice to us? Right? And if you have the means and you have the ability to give a little bit this time of year, I want to encourage you guys to do that because there's people out there, and I'll say it time and time again, that have it way worse than you have it right now. They have it way worse than you guys. So really good stuff, you guys. I want to shift gears on this. I saw this and I wanted to share this with you because I thought it was really powerful and it's applicable to everything that we do in our business. And I'm just going to share this with you. So you guys, I think that this is something that's going to land for everybody, and it should land for everybody as soon as it comes up. Okay. So it reads here, and I was going to put this on the slides, but I didn't. It says, it's supposed to be hard. You were supposed to have moments of doubt. You were supposed to have days when you don't want to do it. You were supposed to make sacrifices. You were supposed to challenge yourself and push your limits. That's the price that has to be paid to separate yourself from the pack. The price to stop being average and do anything worth doing. Stop trying to avoid it. Learn to fall in love with the challenge, the sacrifices, and the discomfort, and use it to your advantage. Use it to your advantage. You guys, if you're looking at your life and your business right now and you don't feel uncomfortable, like, it's time to turn up the intensity. It's time to turn it up a notch, right? Sending out a thankful video to your consumers might seem a little bit weird, but I want to encourage you guys. From now until Thursday, go into your database and pick 25 people that you could go and send a message to. Even if it's Tom, who was searching 3 months ago and occasionally opens some stuff, but once in a while he'll get back to you. Send that person 25 messages this week, because let's do the math here. We have 35 people on the call today. And if we just did some simple math here, we took that 25 times 35, 875 personalized messages that go out from this group. I don't know about you guys, but I like those averages. I like what could potentially happen, because it's going to show and just demonstrate your guys' true human touch this week. And that's what needs to be. Clients are the reason we are able to be in this field, and they should feel that you are grateful for them. So you guys, anybody else have something this week that they're launching, something that they're deploying, something that they want to share, that they're moving the needle, even if it has nothing to do with Thanksgiving or the fall season? Anybody have anything that they want to share? All right, Jakara, I saw it. Let's go, Jakara. What is it? Tell us what it is.
Well, just right now, actually. So I think probably like 2 weeks ago, I mentioned that I had submitted an offer that didn't get accepted, and that house was like super dusty. So that same house just had a price reduction about like $50,000. So it's even closer to the offer that I originally submitted. So right now I'm drafting an email to like, hey, are you doing backup offers? Like, what's going on? So that's what I'm doing literally right now. So yeah.
Ooh, I love this. I absolutely love this. All right. A way to stay in touch with this, or stay up to date on what's happening with that listing. And so really good stuff. This could be a great opportunity. Let's hear from Ashley and from your guys' team. I know that you guys are on the lending side. So is there anything that you guys are doing special this week to reach out, or when I ask you what's going to move your needle this week, what is it?
We came out with a brand new buyer's guide this week that is in digital format and printable format. And it's individualized per each loan officer. And I believe we can also put real estate agents on there and co-brand it. It's really cool. I'll see if I can put the link in the chat. It has all mortgage terminologies. It has our specific reviews in there. It explains who we are as people. And then it walks the consumer through what it looks like to buy a house. And it shows the roadmap of what it looks like. It's going to be really cool for open houses and just for consults when you're meeting with your clients.
Yeah. Okay. So we want to see it. We want to
All
see
right,
it.
let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can pop it in.
Drop it in the chat down below. Wonderful. All right, guys, I know you guys are busy this week. Who else has something that they want to share, that they're doing, that they know that they're committed to, that's going to move the needle in their business this week? You guys don't be shy, or I'm just probably going to call on a couple people. I'll go to Chris. Chris B., you've been in the business for a very, very long time, my man. Tons of past clients. What is your strategy for this week? and what's the routine that you're going to run this week?
This week, we're going to deploy our newsletter, gratitude newsletter. And then I'm just going to simply call everybody and make time just to connect with them one-on-one, just so they hear my voice. And, and then from there on, small talk about their plans, buying and selling, and hopefully something comes up. Then I'll just do what I do, get them in escrow. So
I love it. I love it. And so past clients, how many calls do you think that you're going to be making this week?
This week, I try time block like 2 to 5 to reach out to people. So whenever I could fit in, as long as I'm not at an appointment or showing or doing any work on the current escrows I have right now, I try time block at least 3 hours a day to connect with people.
Man, I absolutely love this. I absolutely love it. Ashley, let me ask you a question. if Vernon, if Antu, anybody on the call wanted to partner with you on this this new document, could they get in on that? Could you customize that and put the realtor's face on it as well?
Yeah, our marketing department should be able to pop anybody's headshot and information in right on there. So Blessing just dropped it in the chat if you wanted to look at what it looks like.
Very cool. Love it. Thank you, Blessing. Let's go to Marissa. Marissa, what's good? Let me hear from you. What's going to move the needle this week in your business?
I wanted to share just a couple of things just because if there's anyone on this call who's kind of maybe fell off or got into real estate, got back into it, just wanted to motivate some people. So the last few weeks, me and my husband have been just going through a lot of different things. And I noticed that I haven't really been on the calls and doing things that I need to do to move the needle with my business. And so I committed to myself last week that I need to do something small each day in order to be able to make sure that I'm continuing to be in the industry. So we started with going to one open house. We ended up getting a client from there, just from that open house. We actually got 2 different clients from that open house, one being my mother-in-law. The other client we actually just met this weekend to show homes. And they are wanting to put in an offer today on a house. Kelly reached out to me last week, seeing if we can partner together on some homes in the East Bay. And so we have an appointment went to go show that client a house last week. And then we have an appointment today to possibly sign a BRBC with her. And then there's another client that we actually, when we went to go to do the showing this weekend, they walked up to the house and they were like, "Oh, are you guys doing an open house?" And we're like, "Oh no, we're just doing a showing." And they're like, "Oh, well, we don't have an agent." And so while I was unlocking the door for our client that we were showing, Javi went ahead and went to go speak to the person who was looking for an agent. So we have a 10 a.m. with them, appointment with them today. So and also I started committing to at least doing like 15 calls and follow-up bots a day. And I told Javi, I was like, honestly, I swear that's what's making us get these deals, because I committed to putting energy into the world to get back the same energy. So anyone who's ever feeling like, maybe they need a little bit of motivation, do something little by little each day, and then we'll absolutely come back to you. I'm super excited. Like, my goal is to sell one home before 2024 ends. And I swear I think it's going to happen just because I'm putting in that work.
Let's go. Let's go. And you guys, it is that simple. And this is an old Tony Robbins saying, where focus goes, energy flows. Where focus goes, energy flows. So if I'm focused on prospecting, meeting people, doing consistent activity, making the phone calls, dropping the videos, doing all those things, I have a concerted focus. And if I have that type of focus, then the energy is going to go towards that those endeavors deserve. And so I'm so happy for you guys. So proud of you guys. I saw Javier walk by a couple of times. I love it. Definitely bask in these small wins, and anything we can do to help you get across the finish line before the new year, let us know. Let's go have some Mama San.
I pre-ordered 20 pies from one of my local bakeries here in Oakland, and I'm going to go to all the doors of my buyers and my sellers that I helped this week and give those personally to them. And then I had a few lenders I work with too, so they get a pie too.
Wait, this week or this year?
This week on Wednesday.
No, you said you're going to go to all the sellers and buyers that you helped this week, or all the sellers, buyers you helped this year?
This year.
How cool. How cool is that? I love that. And you guys, such a cool personal touch, and you don't have to spend much money to make a truly big impact on them and their impression of you and how much you actually care. So you guys, let's go around the room. At the end of the day, I want you guys to be clear with your numbers. You hear me say this every single Monday. Write in a box what your numbers are for the week. I'm going to make X amount of phone calls, like Marissa said. I'm going to send X amount of videos. I'm going to make X amount of calls every single day. Just put your numbers in a box, and nothing else fits in the box. Your excuses, your stories, and your bullshit does not fit in that box. All this is about, I want you guys to be encouraged every single Monday to do something that is going to move the needle in your business. Now, that's going to be the sentiment until now, until the end of time, but it happens to be a holiday week. So you have even more things that you can do to reach out that could potentially move your business forward. So you're going to choose to do this week. You're going to choose to look into your database or look around you, look at your audience on social and say, all right, I'm going to do something and I'm going to make some connections, or you're going to miss out on this opportunity. Just like Halloween, just like Christmas, just like New Year's, just like, Valentine's Day, and all these other opportunities that we have. Capitalize on this opportunity to leverage the marketing exposure, the human connection to move the needle in your business. That's what we're here to do. The best marketers in this business are always going to win. So let's go around the room and hear a couple takeaways as we shift gears and close out our session today. Matt Wilbur, one key takeaway from our time together today. Let's hear from you, big dog.
What's going on? Ooh, what's going on? One key takeaway is that the year's coming to an end and we got to get to work. Get something going before the end of the year. Lock in. Track all you need to track. Make your calls and get shit done.
That's right. That's right. Vernon, let's hear from you, big dog. Key takeaways, and then on to you'll be up next. Vernon, key takeaways from our time together today.
Just to be creative with our outreach and be intentional with the outreach. This is an excellent opportunity to touch base with our pipeline on a real human level. This is a wide open door to walk through. So whether how minimal or maximum you do, just do it. And we'll see the return on that. So that's what I got from it. Get into action.
Yeah, you guys say, if your budget is limited, go buy some blank cards that say thank you on the front of them. Like, I'm just saying basic, and just write a message. Spend 2 hours writing in your chicken scratches. It's all right. It's your message, right? Just tell people that you're thankful for them. And if you don't have the money for the postage, it's cool. Then go out there and drive and deliver those to the people. Put them in their mailbox, deliver, knock on their door, whatever it is, you guys. Like, go out there and just find a way to just get that messaging out, because there's tons and tons of opportunities. Like I said, do something or do nothing. That choice is yours. Let's go to On2. On2, let's hear from you. Key takeaways from our time together today.
That we don't stop, we keep moving. And just because it's the holidays, we take advantage of that and we come out and we say hello to the neighbors. I'm going to do that this week to say hello to my neighbors, and just a happy Thanksgiving and, door knocking around. So keep it moving, and emotions will be high and low, but ride that wave and we'll get it. 2025 is ours.
That's right. I love it. Gary Archer, my man, our guest, let's hear from you. Key takeaways from our time together today. Thank you for chiming in the chat, but let's hear from you.
Man, one, I appreciate all the information today. I'm getting to know so much about the real estate, the whole field. But more importantly, I start to notice that how important people are, right? People, relationships, communication, the things that hold the fabric of life together. And I just, as Otis said, I come from the music industry, so I try to do things. I try to get people to play records, and I do a lot of things and get people to try to influence them. And I know that's what we're doing here as well. And like we said before, confidence does not breed competence, but competence brings confidence. So the good thing, what I like to know is, during these seasons, I've never seen anyone that's upset when you wish them well. This, like someone just said before me, say hello to your neighbors, say hello to people. I tell artists all the time in the music industry, how many times today did you introduce yourself? How many times today did you go, how you doing? My name is. I said, how many times? I said, the person that shakes more hands makes more grands. It's because active is attractive. People have to see us moving for us to be able to be included, right? Because they're already in a rut. They're already trying to figure it out. I'm not saying we have to know everything. We have to have the confidence and willing to be able to figure it out, and be willing to have conversations with people that we were scared to talk to. Just like you mentioned, like your family. Like, I'm married to a woman that's way out my league, but I was okay with walking up and having her say no to me, because that's how big of an opportunity it was. I am willing to embarrass myself trying to do something incredible. So everyone, keep your integrity together. This is the holiday season. Be nice to your neighbors and strangers. Let's just go do that.
I love it. What a powerful message, Gary. I appreciate it, my man. And you listen, we never know. We never know. But you know what? That's a great way to close out our session today, you guys. I really, really appreciate your contributions. And listen, I don't have all the answers all the time, but what I have is motion. What I have is consistency, and that's what I want for you guys. Discipline and consistency will set you free in this business. So go out there, have some fun this week. Be human, shake someone's hand, make someone smile, send somebody a cool message, send them your blooper, send them a funny video. It doesn't matter, just go out there and connect. This is our opportunity to go and do what we do best. So you guys, thank you for all your contributions. Go out there and move the needle in your business. And as always, keep it moving toward your dreams, goals, and vision, and go out there and crush it this week. Peace.
Peace.